ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's Gita Pravaha session. In the last 11 days, we discussed Gita Mahatmya and the first six chapters of Bhagavad Gita. In these first six chapters, Krishna covers Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and he also emphasizes that for Arjuna, Karma Yoga is safer and preferable than Jnana Yoga, although he is qualified for much higher realms of yoga, because he has to set an example for common people. So, Karma Yoga basically means to connect one's consciousness with the Supreme Lord by performing one's prescribed duties according to one's Swabhava. Uh, in this endeavor of working, one has to cultivate detachment. So, work with the detachment. But when you add the element of devotion along with the detachment, that Karma Yoga actually becomes Bhakti Yoga. So, in Karma Yoga, you have uh, an affiliation with your Swabhava, means you are working according to your nature. So that nature becomes more prominent, and your choice of activities are in accordance with your nature, and you try to please the Lord, connect with the Lord through your natural propensities to work. However, Bhakti Yoga is one step ahead, where you choose an activity according to the fact whether it pleases Krishna or not. The choice of your activity itself is pleasing to Krishna. You will choose only those activities that are a part of Krishna's service, and they may be in accordance with your nature, but your nature is not prominent here. Pleasure of Krishna is prominent here, and the aim is to please Krishna. And sometimes a devotee may even take up some services to please Krishna, uh, even though they are little different from his personal preference, because he wants to please Krishna. And in that endeavor, Krishna will definitely assist. Krishna will definitely assist a devotee, help a devotee, empower a devotee to do something which is beyond his or her capacity also. So we'll understand more finer nuances of Bhakti Yoga in the next six chapters, which we're going to cover about 11 days, next 11 days. So let's begin. Krishna ended the sixth chapter with this shloka. Yoginamapi sarvesha madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamo mataha. Of all yogis, one who always meditates on Krishna, remembers Krishna, thinks of Krishna within one's heart, within one's mind, and one who, with faith, Shraddhavan, with complete faith, Bhajate Yamam, renders devotional service and worships Krishna, such a person is the best of all yogis. Best yogi is the Bhakti yogi. Now, with this concluding shloka of the sixth chapter, Krishna begins the seventh chapter. In this seventh chapter, Krishna talks about the glory of knowledge about Krishna, and he actually gives knowledge about his energies and the process of surrender to Krishna. Who surrenders, who doesn't surrender? Four types of people who surrender, four types of people who don't surrender. And he also comments on the Devata worship. Then he finally describes how to come out of this delusion and adopt devotion. So, in this today's session, we'll cover the first half of the seventh chapter. Second half we will do tomorrow. Hmm. So, let's begin with the first shloka. Krishna says, Maya partha yogam yunjanmadashriyah asamshayam samagram mam yatha gnasyasi tatshrunu. Mayi asaktamanaha partha. O Partha, please uh, be attached to me. So one who attaches one's mind to Krishna. Asakta manaha. Mayi means me, Krishna. So if we're attached to Krishna within our mind, yogam yunjan madashrayaha. And with that attachment, you perform this yoga. And madashrayaha, by taking my shelter. Asamshayam samagrammam. Undoubtedly, you will completely understand me. Yatha gnasisi tatsrunu. In short, the meaning of this shloka is with mind attached to Krishna. If you worship Krishna and if you try to connect your consciousness with the Lord, then you will be able to understand Him nicely. So, bhakti begins with hearing. Therefore, at the end of this shloka, Krishna says, Tat Shrunu, you hear about me. Tat Shrunu means hear. You hear, do Sravanam. And in the nine processes of bhakti, the first one is Shravanam. Shravana means you hear about Krishna's Nama Rupa Guna Lila. And Arjuna is getting this opportunity to hear about Krishna from Krishna directly. So, first hear, then you will be able to understand me. You will be able to connect your consciousness with me. Your mind will be completely absorbed in me. You will come to the stage of the best yogi, as I described in the last shloka of the previous chapter. Krishna says, it all begins with hearing, Shravana. So, second shloka. Jnanam teham sa vijnanam idam vakshyamya seshatah yajnatva neha bhuyonyat gnatavyam avasishyate. So Krishna says that Jnanam teham sa vijnanam. Arjuna, I am going to reveal to you knowledge. And vijnanam, realization of that knowledge. Right? We may have theoretical knowledge. We may have awareness of what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, who is Krishna, who is Radharani, who is Brahma, who is Shiva, what are gunas, what is Prakriti, what is Purusha, what is Kala, what is Karma. You may understand so many stories of Krishna, so many philosophical aspects in our scriptures, but that's all on the Jnana platform. But Vijnana is the platform of realization, not just theoretical understanding or awareness of different facts. Vijnana is deep realization. For example, in the second chapter, many of us become aware that we are not these bodies, we are souls. Right? We acquire that knowledge that soul is different from the body. Soul is eternal, body is temporary. So we know that. We have that awareness. So that is Gnana. What about Vijnana? How many of you, how many of us, including me, realized that we are souls and not bodies? How many of us have been acting on that platform of being the soul? Many times, even while practicing bhakti, we may um, act on a bodily platform, subtle bodily platform or gross bodily platform. We may be overwhelmed with the bodily needs. We may be overwhelmed with our emotional needs. uh, so, although knowledge is there that we are not body, we are soul, still realization is not there, absorption is not there, internalization is not there, assimilation is not there. We are many people who have spiritual knowledge may not be able to completely and always act on that platform of that knowledge. So that is lack of vijnana. Nothing wrong. We are practitioners. So when we are in the plan of sadhana, when you are practicing, then you may not exhibit symptoms of perfection. So we are work in progress. So we got knowledge. Slowly this knowledge will become realized knowledge. Slowly this jnana will become vijnana. That happens by Sravanam, regular Sravanam. So Krishna says, Oh Arjuna, I will talk about Jnanam, I will talk about Vijnanam also. Idam vakshyami aseshataha. Aseshataha means without any, without, uh, aseshata means completeness. Sesha means reminder. Aseshata means without any reminder. Means once you know this, yad jnatva neha bhuyonyat gnatavyam avasishyate. Once you know what I am going to reveal to you, there will be nothing else for you to know any further. Although Krishna is saying this to encourage Arjuna, to encourage all of us, knowledge about Krishna and realization of Krishna is like an ocean. You can never have complete knowledge or complete realization of Krishna. Completeness is not possible. Although Krishna says, Samshayam samagram mam, you will understand about me completely. There's nothing else to know about him. Means the most essential things are revealed to him. The foundation is laid, but knowledge of Krishna is unlimited. So we need to understand, we cannot completely understand Krishna. So that understanding is complete understanding. Okay, next. I already explained this. Here, Gnana Vijnana has two other perspectives. Very beautiful. We said Gnanam is knowledge, Vijnanam is realization. But to go a little deeper into these terms, Jnana is knowledge of Krishna's material and spiritual energies. But Vijnana is realization of Krishna's personality. Jnana is to know how great God is, but Vijnana is to realize how sweet God is, right? Many times we may understand the person is very great, he's a celebrity, he has so many accomplishments. That understanding we may have, right? But you may not know the person. You may not have interacted with the person one to one, face to face. You may know Prime Minister is great, Chief Minister is great, so and so celebrity is great, this movie star is great, this sports star is great. So you may know their greatness even while maintaining a distance. You may read newspapers or magazines or websites and you will understand something about that personality. You may see Wikipedia and you will understand their greatness. But who understands these personalities better than you? One who has personal connection, one who has deeper bonding, one who has face to face interaction, one who is seeing them and interacting with them on a regular basis. So, Jnana is to understand Krishna's greatness, his energies, his material energies, his spiritual energies, how he orchestrates this creation, maintenance, and destruction with his energies, is all understanding of Krishna's greatness. But Vijnana is realizing Krishna's sweetness, how sweet Krishna is in Vrindavan. Mhm. Having a glimpse of Krishna's beauty, Krishna's sweetness of qualities, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila. So that's at a much higher level. So Krishna says, both I will reveal to you both. Next, such people who understand Krishna are very rare. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschin mam vetti tattvataha. Manushyanam sahasreshu, there may be hundreds and thousands of people. Kaschit yatati siddhaye. There may be one person amongst thousands who may endeavor for siddhi, perfection. And amongst those people who endeavor for perfection, there are very few rare people who may attain it. Yatataamapi siddhanam kaschinmam vetti tattvataha. Even amongst those people who have completely perfected themselves, those who know me properly, they are very rare. Vetti tattvataha. Tattvataha means to understand Krishna in truth for what he is. If you understand Krishna for what he is, then you will reach Krishna. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita very clearly in the previous chapters, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vitti tattvataha. So, whoever understands me, my appearance and activities will reach me. So, knowing Krishna is very difficult. Seeing Krishna, Duryodhana also did, Kamsa also did. But knowing Krishna is difficult and realizing Krishna's sweetness and sweet personality is very difficult. So, therefore, Krishna is speaking about the rarity of such a realization here. So, getting Vijnana of Krishna is extremely rare. Getting Jnana is also rare, but it is still possible for some people. But Vijnana, very difficult. Okay, now let's start with Jnana. Let's begin with knowledge about Krishna's energies. Krishna has two kinds of energies, material, spiritual. So let's talk about material energies first in the fourth sloka. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakritirashthada. Bhumi means earth. Apa means water. Anala means fire. Vayuhu means wind. Kham means sky, also called ether. So these are the five material elements, five gross material elements. And Mano means mind. Buddhi means intelligence. Ahankara means ego. MBA, Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, right? So these are the three subtle elements. So these five gross elements and these three subtle elements constitute Krishna's Bhinna Prakritir. Total 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. Total Ashtada. 8 material elements constitute Krishna's external energy, separated energy, Apara Prakriti, Maya Shakti. We also call it Maya Shakti. We also call it Apara Prakriti. We also call it material energy. And in contrast to this material energy, Krishna has spiritual energy also. Let's see about that. Apareyamitastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param जीवभूतां महाबाहो ययेदं धार्यते jagat. Apareyamitastvanya means in contrast to or apart from this material energy that Krishna spoke in the previous shloka, 8 material elements, he also has a spiritual energy. That is Jiva Bhutam Mahabahu. Jiva Bhuta means all the jivas, living entities, all of us, right? All of us are his spiritual energies. Material elements are his material energy. So this is Jiva Shakti. We are also Prakriti. He is also Prakriti. Now, we know these two terms, Prakriti and Purusha. Many times we think, or sometimes even Shastras also describe, that Prakriti is the material nature around us and we are Purusha. We may think like that. But actually, we are also Prakriti only. Jiva is Prakriti, as Krishna is saying very clearly here. So, Jiva Bhutam Mahabaho, this is Prakritim Vidhime Param. This is Prakriti. But Param, Para Prakriti. The previous one, material energy, is Apara Prakriti, and we are Para Prakriti. Means Apara Prakriti is inferior material energy. Para Prakriti is material, spiritual energy, superior spiritual energy, right? So Krishna's spiritual energy is Para Prakriti, that is Jiva Shakti, the living entities. Okay. Now, now Krishna spoke about Jiva Shakti and Maya Shakti. Krishna says in the sixth shloka next. एतद्योनीनि भूतानि सर्वाणीत्युपधारय अहं कृत्स्नस्य जगतः प्रभवः प्रलयस्तथा. Krishna says, all these created beings, means all the living beings, the jivas, uh, they have their source in two natures. What does it mean? Let's complete the meaning. Aham kritsnasya jagatah prabhavah pralayasthatha. Of all this is material, all that is spiritual in this material world, I am the origin of both. So as Krishna says, Krishna is the origin of both material energy and spiritual energy. Whatever you see in this material world, living entities especially, they're combination of both. For example, we are there. So there is a person, there is a man. The man is a combination of material and spiritual energy. Means there is soul inside, which is spiritual energy. There is body outside, which is material energy. So all the animate personalities that we see around us, they are a combination of material and spiritual energies. Clear? So now in the seventh shloka, Krishna says, Mattaha parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya Mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. In the previous few shlokas, Krishna described that he is the source of material and spiritual energies, and everything that we see in this world is a combination of material and spiritual energies, and Krishna sustains the entire universe with these energies. Like everything in the universe is compared to some monies. Money is not money, money. Money means these pearls, right? So Krishna says, Sutre Manigana Iva, just like pearls strung on a thread, stay together like this as you are seeing in this picture. So they're all strung together. But what's keeping all of them together like that? That invisible thread. I purposely chose a picture where the thread is visible here, but generally it's not visible. So there is a thread, that the invisible thread that's holding all of them together. Similarly, Krishna says here, Mattaha parataram nanyat kinchidasti, there is nothing superior to me, there is no one superior to me. Mai sarvamidam protam, I am all pervading in this entire universe. Everything is pervaded by me. I enter everything and I maintain everything. Just as this string holds the pearls together in a necklace, I hold everything in this universe together with my energies, with my power, with my majesty, with my opulence. Krishna says. Hmm. Like you see this Kanthimala, so it has so many small, small beads. They're all staying together because there's a string behind them, which may not be visible. Similarly, this world, this material nature is functioning nicely because Krishna is there behind them. So Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Understood it so far? Flow is clear. In the first three shlokas, Krishna spoke that you should hear from me, and by hearing, you will understand, you will get jnana and vijnana. And such people who get that realized jnana and who get that vijnana and jnana are very rare. Especially vijnana people are very rare. Realized souls are very rare. Then Krishna talks about his energies. Material energy that has 80 elements, spiritual energy that is jiva. And everything that we see in this world is a combination of these two energies. Clear? Next. And he is the supreme lord, supreme maintainer. So, how does he maintain? He's inside the universe, he's outside the universe. The Lord has so many incarnations. One incarnation is Mahavishnu, also called Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. And when he breathes out, millions of universes come out of his body. And he enters into each universe as Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So now, if you have in infinite universes, there are infinite Garbhodakasaya Vishnus also. So Mahavishnu is the source of millions of Brahmandas, and Garbhodakasaya Vishnu enters each Brahmanda. Means the Lord, in his form as Mahavishnu, is outside the universe, and his form as Garbhodakasaya Vishnu is inside the universe. The Lord is inside also, outside also. He has multiple forms. With all these forms, he is inside the universe, outside the universe, inside everything, outside everything. Right? As Paramatma, he is inside everything. And also, as the Lord, he manifests everything outside us. So, he is all pervading throughout the universe. His invisible foundation. Now, how is he all pervading throughout the universe? Krishna gives many examples here. First, रसोऽहमप्सु कौन्तेय प्रभास्मि शशिसूर्ययोः प्रणवः सर्ववेदेषु शब्दः खे पौरुषं नृषु कृष्ण. Okay, let me recite this also. पुण्यो गन्धः पृथिव्यां च तेजश्चास्मि विभावसौ जीवनं सर्वभूतेषु तपश्चास्मि तपस्विषु रसोऽहमप्सु कौन्तेय. I am the taste of water. Prabhasmi shashi suryayoho. I am the light of sun and moon. Pranavaha sarva vedeshu. I am Pranava Omkara in all the Vedic mantras. Shabda Khe means I am the sound in ether. Paurusham Rishu, I am the ability in man. That's how Krishna is all pervading. Whenever we are drinking water, the taste of that water will quench your thirst, and the taste is Krishna. When you see sun and moon, you will be nourished by their shine, their brilliance. But it is Krishna who is the brilliance, or he is the source of the light of sun and moon. Thus, Krishna is all pervading. Without him, nothing exists in this world. Krishna is the taste of water. Krishna is the light of sun and moon, and Krishna is Om in all Vedic mantras. He also says, Punyo Gandha Prithivyam cha. Gandha means fragrance, smell. Punyo Gandha means original or pure fragrance of Prithvi, earth. I am the original fragrance of earth. Now, you see, there are so many flowers and plants coming from earth. Now, this flower is little light, pale, purplish in color. This is pink in color. Some yellow flowers are there, some white flowers are there, some red flowers are there. All these flowers have different shapes, different sizes, and different flavors of fragrance. All this coming from earth only. Same earth is producing flowers of different colors and different fragrances. Mogra has a different fragrance. Rose has a different fragrance. Lotus has a different fragrance. But the original quality of fragrance, and that original quality is being manifest in multiple flowers. Right? So Krishna is the source of earth's fragrance also. Punyo gandha prithivyam cha. Then Krishna says, Tejas chasmi vibhavaso. I am the heat of in fire. Jivanam sarva bhuteshu. I am the life in all living entities. Tapaschasmi tapasvishu. I am the penances of all ascetics. So this is how Krishna is the underlying foundation of this world, unifying its diverse phenomena. Krishna is the cause of all causes, and he is also the cause of all effects and wonders in this world. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam Buddhirbuddhimatamasmi tejas tejasvinamaham. Bijam mam sarvabhutanam. I am the bija, original seed of all existence. Buddhim buddhimatamasmi. If you think you are intelligent, your intelligence is Krishna. Right? So without Krishna, we cannot be intelligent. Right? He is the intelligence amongst the intelligent people. Tejas chasmi tejas tejasvina. Tejas tejasvina maham is the power in all powerful people. So now, please let's meditate on this. Krishna is beyond this world. He's transcendental. Yet, he's within every nook and corner of this world as its maintainer. That's what we are discussing now. One who loves Krishna sees him everywhere, as we saw in the sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. One who loves him sees him everywhere, because he's everywhere, actually everywhere. And he feels affection for him and utilizes everything in Krishna's service. After knowing that all flowers and their fragrance is manifesting from Krishna, what's the next step? Let me offer these flowers to Krishna. After knowing that Krishna is the heat of fire, you offer that fire to Krishna, offer a flame to Krishna in the form of lamp. After knowing that Krishna is the taste of water, you become grateful to Krishna. You remember Krishna when you are drinking water, right? Thus, in even the simplest and ordinary day-to-day things that we do, we have great opportunity to remember Krishna and be grateful to Krishna and be Krishna conscious. The essence of Bhakti Yoga is to be Krishna conscious. Krishna consciousness is the essence of Bhakti Yoga, and Krishna is giving so much of information to all of us how we can become Krishna conscious. While drinking, you can be Krishna conscious. While sleeping, you can be Krishna conscious. While eating, you can be Krishna conscious. In the later chapters, Krishna says, "You are getting food because of me only." Later, he says, "You are digesting food because of me only." Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah. Krishna is the digestive fire within all of us. Krishna is the source of moonshine, and because of moonshine, all the vegetables and plants are getting nourished, and they're producing so many eatables, and we're eating and we're getting nourished. And when we're eating, the digestive fire is Krishna. So without Krishna, nothing can function. Our body came from Krishna. Earth, water, fire, air, ether are the ingredients of this body. These ingredients came from Krishna. Mind, intelligence, and ego. So these three are subtle elements in this body, and they came from Krishna. So our gross body came from Krishna, our subtle body came from Krishna. We are souls, right? Soul is a servant of Krishna. Soul is a amsha of Krishna. Mama evamsho jiva loke jiva bhutas sanatana. Soul is part of Krishna. See, our subtle body is part of Krishna, our gross body is part of Krishna, the soul is part of Krishna, and this world is part of Krishna. Whatever we are eating is part of Krishna, whatever we are seeing is a part of Krishna. Krishna is everywhere. Therefore, there is profuse opportunity for us to be Krishna conscious. First, let's understand that we need to be Krishna conscious. That's the essence of Bhakti Yoga. That's the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Let's come back. Uh, Krishna is the maintainer. 11th sloka he says, Balam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshabha. I am the strength amongst the strong people. Kama raga vivarjitam. I am Kama also, but raga vivarjitam. I am, I am, sorry, Krishna, he says that Kama in a different place, but Krishna says Kama raga vivarjitam. I am devoid of any desire and attachment. Dharma aviruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshabha. Here Krishna says, I am Kama also, I am desire also, but dharma aviruddho bhuteshu. That desire which is not against dharma is Krishna. Like men and women come in this material world many times for sense enjoyment. If their coming together is according to dharma, so for example, they come by following grihastha dharma, they get married nicely and they produce children nicely in a dharmic way, and also they raise children nicely and responsibly, and they give them good training, cultural training, spiritual training, Krishna conscious training, and raise them as responsible human beings. That's a service. So giving birth to a child in grihastha ashram is dharma. It's a seva to this whole world. Actually, souls are wandering in this. material universe without getting liberation. When two human beings, mother and father, come together and give birth to a human child, they're giving that wandering soul an opportunity to get a human birth. And after receiving human birth, the parents are training this human child in bhakti, in culture, in Krishna consciousness. Thus, coming together in marriage and giving birth to children and raising them in with good culture is a great service that the parents are doing for the humanity. Parents are doing for all the souls in this world, and that makes Krishna happy because the soul, because of this karma, is wandering in this world. And these Krishna conscious parents come together, devotee parents, spiritually inclined parents come together and give birth to such a human child and raise them in bhakti, and thus connect this soul to Krishna. And Krishna becomes very happy. Yes, here are two people connecting one person to me, connecting 10 people to me. They have 10 kids, all of them are connected to Krishna, right? So it's a service to Krishna. So kama is lust, which brings men and women together. But if that union of man and woman is not against dharma, it's following dharma, then that union is Krishna himself. That lust is Krishna himself. That kama is Krishna himself. Dharma aviruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshabha. I am that kama, that lust, which is not against dharma. But if people just come together just for sense enjoyment without taking any responsibility for raising children or training them in bhakti, then that kama is not Krishna. That is only kama. There is no dharma there. So kama, which is in alignment with dharma, is Krishna himself, right? Next shloka. So knowledge about Krishna is liberation, and ignorance of Krishna is bondage. Now Krishna finally says, ये चैव सात्विका भावा रजसास्तामसाश्च ये मत्त एवैति तान् विद्धि न त्वहं तेषु ते मयि. He says all the things that Krishna spoke so far, they are in goodness. They are in modes like sattvagun, rajogun, tamogun. Whether it's earth or water or air or fire or ether or any other things, all these are Krishna's material energy and very much influenced by the material modes. Sattvagun, rajogun, tamogun. But Krishna is never affected by the modes. For example, when we deal with earth, we get entangled. When we deal with fire, we may get entangled. But when Krishna is acting as the qualities of earth and fire, also is not entangled. Because he is the source of material energy, but is not influenced by material energy. But that material energy is influencing all of us. We are part of his spiritual energy. We are part of his spiritual energy, but still, because of poor consciousness, we are being influenced by his material energy. But Krishna is never influenced by material energy. He is never influenced by Maya. He is never influenced by gunas, sattva-rajas, tamo gunas. But is there any possibility of we not getting influenced by the gunas? Krishna is not influenced by Maya, material energy. Krishna is not influenced by material gunas, sattva, rajas, tamo gunas. He is nirguna. He is beyond the three gunas, right? Is there any possibility that we also come to that plane of not getting influenced by material energy or the material modes? Yes, Krishna says. In the later slokas, Krishna says, whatever I spoke so far, that is the quality of all this matter, is within the realm of modes. But there's something beyond. त्रिभिर्गुणमयैर्भावैरेभिः सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमव्ययम्. So, in this entire world, all the conditioned living entities are being influenced by Tribhir Gunamayir Bhavayir, the three material modes of Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Gunas. Right? But Mohitam na Abhijanati. Mohita means they are being influenced, they are being confused, they are being deluded in this material energy. But to come out of the delusion, you need to take shelter of Krishna. That's the last sloka for our discussion today. दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यय मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायाम एतां तरन्ति ते. Krishna says, Mama Maya Duratyaya. This Maya of mine, this is material energy only, but still it is mine. It is my Maya. Duratyaya, it's very difficult to surpass. because this constitutes three gunas, gunamayi. But although it is like this, it is daivi. Ultimately, it is coming from Krishna, therefore, it is also divine energy. Material energy is also divine energy. But it constitutes of three modes. There is a purpose. So, to cross over this Maya, to come out of the influence of that three modes is very difficult. But Mameva ye prapadyante. Mam eva means me only. Prapadyante, if you take shelter, if you surrender unto me alone, Maya metam tarantite, you can easily cross over Maya. You can easily overcome Maya. This is Krishna's final instruction in this episode. So today, what did we see? In the first three shlokas of the seventh chapter, we have seen Krishna speaking about the importance of hearing from him to know him. So once you hear from Krishna, then you will get jnana and vijnana, knowledge and realization of Krishna. And such people who have mature realization of Krishna's greatness and sweetness are very rare. And especially those who realize Krishna's sweetness, those who have vijnana are extremely rare. So this is the essence of first three shlokas. Fine. Then Krishna talks about his energies. In the fourth sloka, Krishna spoke about his material energy that has five gross elements and three subtle elements. In the fifth, Krishna spoke about his spiritual energy that has all the jivas, living entities, all of us. In the sixth shloka, Krishna said that these jivas use this material nature for their purposes, and sometimes they get entangled by this material nature also. And this, whether it is material energy or spiritual energy, matter or spiritual jivas, they both come from me, and whatever you see in this world, it's a combination of material and spiritual energies. Seventh sloka, he says, everything in the entire universe rests on me. Mattah parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre maniganaya. Then from 8th shloka till 11th shloka, Krishna spoke how he is all pervading in every nook and corner of the entire universe. He is the taste of water, he is the heat of fire, he is the light of sun and moon, etc. etc. But all these elements are material elements manifested with three modes. Although Krishna is manifesting the qualities of material elements which are under the control of three modes, Krishna never comes under the control of three modes. But for us also to come out of the control of three modes, we have to take shelter of Krishna. If somebody falls in a well, deep well, how can he come out? Only with the help of someone who is outside the well. Similarly, we people, many of us, fell into this deep well of Maya. Who can take us out? Only Krishna, who is outside the well, who is not under the control of this Maya. So take shelter of Krishna. That's a conclusion. But by the way, you should not hate Maya. Maya distracts us, but Maya is testing us through the distraction. Maya is like a tough teacher who is giving a tough test to the students. So parent is Krishna, and the strict tutor is Maya. So that Maya is testing our determination. Yes, Maya is definitely strong, but if our determination is strong, we invoke Krishna's protection. You know that story, right? That little sparrow laid some eggs on the shore of the ocean, and the ocean took away the eggs. Sparrow asked the ocean, "Can you please give me the eggs?" Then the ocean did not give. Then the sparrow started taking some little drops of water from the ocean with a desire to empty the ocean. And this endeavor of this little sparrow invoked the presence of Garuda. Garuda came there and he warned the ocean, "Give the eggs back." Then ocean immediately came. Similarly, we may be very small and Maya may be very strong. Maya is like ocean, we are like that sparrows. But if we try our best to perform bhakti to come out of Maya, we'll get support from Krishna. Krishna will support us. Yes, I will take care of you. And you show some effort, then I will show some mercy. And the combination of your effort and my mercy will bring you out of this matter. When we hanker for material enjoyment, we cannot head towards Krishna. But when we hanker to come under the protection of Krishna, Krishna will personally help us. By the way, you know who is prone to Maya more? As we are prone to Maya, we need to cautiously guard ourselves against Maya. But those who are overconfident about their ability to safeguard themselves from Maya are more prone to Maya. If I am overconfident, yes, Maya will not do anything to me. I'm already in Maya. But if I'm fearful of my, oh, Maya is there, I should be careful, then I'll be protected from Maya. So we should not be overconfident. We should have confidence in Krishna, but we should not be overconfident about our abilities. So we should sincerely take shelter of Krishna, and Krishna will take us out of Maya. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll discuss about four types of people who take shelter of Krishna, and four types of people who don't take shelter of Krishna, and many other things. Tomorrow we'll discuss. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki